મીઠી મહેક ગુજરાતની, મીઠી મહેક ગુજરાતની.
અહીં વંદના થાતી કાયમ સોનેરી પ્રભાતની.
અહીં વંદના થાતી કાયમ સોનેરી પ્રભાતની.
મીઠી મહેક ગુજરાતની, મીઠી મહેક ગુજરાતની.
શ્વાસમહી ગુજરાત અને ઉચ્છ્વાસમાં ગુજરાત છે.
અહીં મિલનમાં કે પછી પ્રવાસમાં ગુજરાત છે. વૃક્ષ પવન પહાડ લીલા ઘાસમાં ગુજરાત છે.
વૃક્ષ પવન પહાડ લીલા ઘાસમાં ગુજરાત છે.
કર્મ કૌશલ સ્નેહ સરોવર કમી નથી કોઈ વાતની.
મીઠી મહેક ગુજરાતની, મીઠી મહેક ગુજરાતની.
ચંદનથી પણ અધિક સુવાસિત અહીંની માટીના કણ કણ.
સાબર તાપી અને નર્મદા ચાંદી જેવા ચમકે રણ.
નાવ ચલાવે રેતીમાં એવો શૂરો એક એક જણ.
નાવ ચલાવે રેતીમાં એવો શૂરો એક એક જણ.
અહીં ગવાતા ગરબામાં પણ રાત ઝૂમે રળિયાતની.
હે
મીઠી મહેક ગુજરાતની, મીઠી મહેક ગુજરાતની.
મીઠી મહેક ગુજરાતની આ શ્રેણીમાં સ્મિતાબેન આપનું હાર્દિક સ્વાગત છે.
નયન ભરીને નિરીક્ષા કરીએ આ દૂર સુધીનું શહેર. કેવા ઊંચા મકાન બિલ્ડિંગ, અહીં રહેનારા હશે ઘણા વટભેર. સમૃદ્ધિ છે પાર વગરની, માયા મમતા ભાર વગરની. અઢળક ભરચક વૈભવ સાથે ઉન્માદ વગર અહીં કોણ જિંદગી જીવે છે સંતાપ વગરની. દોસ્તો, આ શહેર છે શિકાગો. નવીનતા, શોધ, સંશોધનો અને વેપાર વાણિજ્યને હંમેશા પ્રોત્સાહિત કરતું વિશ્વનું એક અજાયબ શહેર.
અહીંયા સરસ્વતી અને લક્ષ્મી બંને સાથે મળીને રહેતા હોય એવું લાગે છે. અને આ બંને દેવીઓના સમન્વય જેવું એક વ્યક્તિત્વ પણ આ શહેરમાં જોવા મળે છે કે જેના માટે આપણે ગૌરવ લઈ શકીએ. મિત્રો, ગૌરવ લેવાનું એટલા માટે કે પોતે જન્મ્યા છે અમેરિકામાં. એમના પિતા નિરંજનભાઈ ગુજરાતના અને માતા પ્રતિમાબેન આગ્રા શહેરના. જેમના સાંસ્કૃતિક મૂળ ભારતમાં છે, જેમનો ભવ્ય ભૂતકાળ ભારત સાથે જોડાયેલો છે, જેમનું યશસ્વી વર્તમાન અમેરિકામાં રહીને પણ નારી ગૌરવની છડી પોકારે છે. તેવું આપણા દેશનું, આપણા ગુજરાતનું સિનેમા ચિહ્નરૂપ નામ છે સ્મિતા શાહ.
We are with Smita Shah. She is successful young entrepreneur in Chicago. So Smita, I want you to talk about your childhood memories with your mom and dad.
Well, first, thank you so much for coming here, and thank you for coming from Gujarat to talk to me. My mother is from Agra and my father is from Gujarat. And one of the things we say at home that, like in Raj Kapoor movies, my father and mother used to watch the Raj Kapoor movies all the time when I was growing up. And he would say, "Mere juta hai Japani, patloon Hindustani, sar pe lal topi Rusi, fir bhi dil hai Hindustani." In my case, it is, I was born in America, lekin dil fir bhi Hindustani. Yahan par hi paida hu, lekin dil Gujarat mein hai.
And let's talk about your education, and starting with high school to college, and also you have done your education in abroad. Can we talk about your education background?
Yes, so I went to So in Chicago, you always talk about the high school too. It's a very Chicago thing. But I went to the University of Chicago Lab School from 6th grade through high school.
Very famous school.
It's a great school. It's fun. My diploma is signed by the president of the university. And so we take great pride in being part of the University of Chicago. Then I went to Northwestern University for undergraduate for engineering. And I did my bachelor's in science in civil engineering there. And after I graduated 3 years, and then I went to MIT for a graduate degree. And did my Master of Science in civil engineering there too. Civil structural.
Very good. I see the drawings of your children. Can we talk about your kids and their name and age and what do they like to do with you?
We have 2 children. My son is 6.5 and my daughter is just turned 4. Actually, I took my son to meet President Obama when he was 3.5 years old. He asked the president, Mr. President, have you met Abraham Lincoln?
That's what he
asked. Yes, the president. He said, Mr. President, have you met Abraham Lincoln? The president said, I have not had the pleasure, because how can you say, you don't want to tell a 3.5-year-old? So my son was and apparently the president also taught him how to do a fist bump. Yes. And so my son started practicing. He goes, now you have to be gentle. I think my son must have been a little tough with the president. Be gentle. The president says you have to be gentle when doing a fist bump.
And you said, Fir bhi dil hai Hindustani, that's a favorite song.
Yeah.
So is there any festival that you take your children to for Diwali or anything like that?
Well, we celebrate Diwali. Actually, it's very interesting. The kids really enjoy doing the puja. It's very interesting. They get very excited if you say we're going to do the puja. And I find it very sweet because honestly, when I was growing up, I don't remember all the kids enjoying these things, right? But they enjoy things like doing the puja, eating dal rice, so...
Gujarati, that's the one thing we eat, dal rice. Yes.
Dal, yeah.
આપણા દેશના ભૂતપૂર્વ મહિલા વડાપ્રધાન સ્વર્ગસ્થ શ્રીમતી ઇન્દિરા ગાંધીના વ્યક્તિત્વના ઘડતરમાં સૌથી મહત્વનો ફાળો છે તેમના પિતાશ્રી અને આપણા દેશના સૌથી પહેલા વડાપ્રધાન જવાહરલાલ નહેરુનો. આવું જ કંઈક બન્યું છે સ્મિતા શાહના જીવનમાં. એમની પ્રગતિનું સૌથી મોટું પ્રોત્સાહક પરિબળ છે એમના પિતાશ્રી નિરંજનભાઈ શાહ.
So you were inspired because your father was an engineer?
Yes, so when I was little, the thing that came easy for me was math and science. And so when I was 16 years old and I was applying for college, I said, so Dad, what do you do if you're good at math and science? And he says, you become a civil engineer. So I listened to my father, as all good Gujarati girls do, and I went in that direction. Now, of course, I realized once I started doing, I could have been an aerospace engineer or maybe a doctor, but civil engineering was the career I chose.
એક NRI ઉદ્યોગપતિ પિતાના સતત માર્ગદર્શન, પ્રેમ અને આશીર્વાદથી એક લાડકી દીકરીની રોકેટ ગતિથી પ્રગતિ ન થાય તો જ નવાય.
I know that you did your internship in White House. Can you tell us about that?
Yes, so President Clinton's election was in 1992. And but they start these campaigns early. So in 1991, my father was one of the first 5 supporters of President Clinton in Illinois. So he got to know the president very well early. And at that moment, I was in high school. My dad says, why don't you should get involved in these things. It's important. And he has always told me that you can't just go and hang out. If you're going to do something, make some difference.
Yeah.
And one of those, so I was always engaged in the activity, and he said, go and work on the campaign. So I worked on the campaign, and I really enjoyed it. I was one of the first few people in the volunteer office. I got to know everyone. I actually went with Hillary Clinton to visit a high school in Chicago, and I can't find the picture, but you see like 22 years ago the picture. We both look different. But it was really, an incredible experience to get to know them, to see the way the democratic process works, and to be a part of it. And so when I graduated from college, there was a chance for me to intern in the White House. So, and I was somewhat fortunate. The first day I got there, the chief of staff resigned. And because he resigned, I was able to work in the West Wing of the White House as they were working through the transition time. And it was very nice, you know. I would sit there, my dad would call me every morning to talk, say, so what's going on? I said, Dad, I can't tell you, you know, you're not supposed to talk about everything. Well, have you seen the president? Have you seen the vice president? And my office was actually next to the vice president's office. So I used to wave at the vice president every morning. And my dad thought, this is so great. You know, I remember talking to him once, I said, hi. And my dad says, who are you saying hi to? I said, the vice president. You know, for my dad, he said, this is so great for a guy from Pratapnagar whose daughter is now working in the White House, 2 doors down from the president. It's so great.
You have taken presidents and mayors to India. Can you share your memories and visit to India and their amazing experience in India?
I took President Clinton to India, and it was great. In that trip in 2000, he traveled to Delhi, Hyderabad, Bombay, I believe Rajasthan, Jaipur for 1 day. And he was really, he was great. I mean, I was in Hyderabad with him, and in the process of preparing for the president, I remember the president had really wanted to go to Hyderabad. For some reason, he had found that he believed this was going to be the high-tech hub from India. And I think he was somewhat prescient. He was also very enthusiastic about going. It was a tremendous experience to travel with him. When we went with Mayor Daley to India, we went to Delhi for a few days as part of the Sister Cities program. And then we actually went to Cochin with him as well. In Delhi, the mayor was incredible. He loved it. I still remember he must have landed at 2 o'clock in the morning, and at 5:30 he was awake, and he was, I think they said he was in the gym and he was walking around having breakfast. The thing with him, he is in India, and people are stopping to say, Mr. Mayor, you're Mayor Daley of Chicago. It's so nice to meet you. They would shake his hand. Even in Cochin, we were in the bazaar there, and it was amazing. Somebody says, excuse me, are you Mayor Richard M. Daley of Chicago? He says, yes, I am. So it's just amazing. I mean, they very much enjoy India. They enjoy the culture. They feel that there's incredible opportunity to partner, to do more, to share best practices, to improve the two countries together. But also, I think they value what they see in the people and in the culture and in the community.
I see our new Prime Minister,
Yes.
Narendra Modi's picture. So you must be a fan of him.
Yes.
Would you share your experience meeting him and his vision and your hopes, what he can do for India? Can you share that?
So, I think the best thing about the Prime Minister is the incredible election. I mean, the best election, the highest margin of win, and especially in the face of everyone in the world questioning it. And I think the most interesting thing, I was reading The Economist, and I think they said, we're not sure if Mr. Modi will be a good prime minister. And this is before the election. But he was elected with such a clear mandate. And at the end of the day, it's the decision of the people of that country. And in India, people overwhelmingly agreed that he would be the right prime minister. And he comes with a great energy. Even look what he has done with Gujarat. And Gujarat is one of the finest states in India. And it is very well organized. Now, a lot of us here will say it's because of the Gujarati.
Yeah, Gujarati, but that is true.
The Gujarati NRI population is also always supported. But the Prime Minister has really changed the face of Gujarat. And if he's able to make those same changes throughout the country, what a wonderful opportunity for everybody in India. Because there's so many things so much has happened, but so much more can be done. We have the mega cities in India, which, they get bigger and bigger, but there's so many small towns, small villages where you want to include the people, the ability to educate children in India. How do you educate? 60% of the population is under 25. You need to educate these young people so they have the opportunity and continue to be successful.
અધધધા કહી શકાય એવું અને એટલું ભણતર, પાર વગરની સિદ્ધિઓ અને એમની કુશળતાઓને ગુણગાથા ગાથા એમના આ સન્માનપત્રો, પ્રમાણપત્રો, એવોર્ડ્સ, ટ્રોફી, મોમેન્ટોસ, આ બધું જ જોતાં આપણને એવું લાગે કે સમાજની માટે કેટલા કલ્યાણકારી અને સંશોધનલક્ષી કાર્યો થયા હશે આ સ્મિતાબેનના હાથે. ભર્યો ભર્યો ભૂતકાળ સ્મિતાબેનની કારકિર્દીને 4 ચાંદ લગાડે છે. આટલી નાની ઉંમરમાં કેવી કેવી સિદ્ધિઓ પોતાના નામે કરી ચૂક્યા છે આ સ્મિતાબેન.
Now we see so many times that you have won this award, that award, numerous award you have won. What is your most proud award that you won, and can you talk about that experience?
Oh boy.
Ellis Island?
I think Ellis Island is probably the most honored award. One, my father was a recipient of that award. And the people who've received that award are really incredible. I think they've recognized 6 presidents. Governor Tom Ridge received the award. I think a highlight for me was at that time, Provost at MIT was also receiving the award when I did. George Hamilton was sitting next to me. He was, but you know, the thing that's so great about it is people forget, especially in this day and time, that the country is built by immigrants. There's a lot of different people here. The fact that George Hamilton, who, if you look at George Hamilton, you will not think you think American. But the fact that he is an immigrant, his family came here in the, I believe, 1600s, and he recognizes that he is an immigrant. It's something important for the country to not forget.
You are involved with the City of Chicago's projects like Sister City Delhi, and you have served on many boards with Mayor Daley and new Mayor Emanuel. Can you talk about that?
I was 16 years old or something when he became mayor. And so, it was strange when he retired because he was the mayor my whole adult life, But I think Mayor Emanuel is a different mayor. And he's also a great mayor. The city has changed. The city changed under Mayor Daley. I remember there was, I'm trying to remember, the commerce minister from India came, and we were talking about the city of Chicago, that the beautiful flower beds in the medians, the fact that Swami Vivekananda Way, we have Mother Teresa Way, and we have Mahatma Gandhi Way. To recognize the contributions of Indians. It's under Mayor Daley that the Sister Cities program with India came, with Delhi. And, Mayor Daley always made the point of recognizing all the communities in the neighborhood. And he really made a difference, I think, for all the communities of Chicago. And he was great. And I think what he did over 20 plus years really laid a groundwork where now Mayor Emanuel is taking it to the next level, where we're attracting a lot of young, vibrant people, new businesses, technology. The city is changing a lot. And Mayor Daley appointed me to Plan Commission and as vice chairman, and Mayor Emanuel was also reappointed me last year. So one thing you see is the amount of development, the different types of people that are coming into the city with great interest of coming to Chicago.
પોતાની જિંદગી પાસેથી સ્મિતાબેન પળે પળનો હિસાબ માંગે છે અને એ કારણથી જ કદાચ તેઓ આટલી ઊંચાઈ સુધી પહોંચી શક્યા છે. દિમાગને તેઓ સતત વ્યસ્ત રાખે છે અને તેમ છતાં તેમના હોઠ પર તેમના નામના પ્રતીક સમૂહ સ્મિત રેલાતું રહે છે અને સ્મિત સાથે સ્મિતા વધુ સુહામણા લાગે છે.
Can we talk about your business, and when did you start your business and your experience as a young woman entrepreneur?
So I started SPAAN 17 years ago. Probably, I think it was 2 years after I graduated from MIT. I sort of, when you're young, you think, what's the worst that's going to happen? I don't know at this age if I would make the same decision, but when you're young, you say, what's the worst that can happen? It doesn't work, and you go and work for somebody again. So I started this company in 1998. It was great. it was a fun opportunity. The thing that's, we do planning, design, and construction oversight for public and private infrastructure. So we've worked on runways at O'Hare. We've worked on roads throughout the state of Illinois. We've worked on Department of Energy projects all throughout the country. So we've had a really great ability to work on a lot of different things. And for me, the important thing was the challenge of doing different types of projects. So it's been an enjoyable thing for us to be able to do.
Your message to Navi Yuva Pedi in India, what can they learn from US? And they are quick to follow Western culture. But can you give your opinion and share your ideas?
Every country has their own culture. They have their own background. They have their own community. Of course, you should borrow from the best of everything, but do not give up being Indian. Here in the United States, people love Indian music. They love Indian food. Everyone does Indian takeout now. They're not looking for Chinese or pizza. They're looking for Indian takeout. So there is something that you have in your culture. Don't think you need to run from it, but add to it and use it. You will be stronger because our parents, our culture, it's an old, rich culture. The spiritual components, everyone talks about mindfulness here. They talk about focus. These are things that are part of our background. It's the philosophy of India for thousands of years. So keep those components. Keep the great components of the history and heritage of India because it'll only make you stronger. And pick up the good things from places like the United States of inclusion, thoughtfulness, responsibility, community service. These are things that Americans bring. The Dutch bring directness, which is also, everybody brings something different. And in India, we have, as young people, you have the opportunity to make the best of it all.
ગુજરાતી પિતાની અમેરિકામાં જન્મેલી દીકરી તેના કાર્યો, વિચારો અને લાગણી ભર્યા વ્યવહારથી આપણને આપણા કુટુંબના સભ્ય જેવી લાગે છે અને એને જોયા જાણ્યા પછી તો આપણા હોઠે પણ ધી ગ્રેટ શોમેન રાજ કપૂરનું પેલું સોંગ જે એમના પિતા નિરંજનભાઈ શાહ વર્ષો પહેલા ગણગણતા હતા.
मेरा जूता है जापानी ये पतलू इंग्लिस्तानी सर पे लाल टोपी रूसी फिर भी दिल है हिंदुस्तान.
બરોડાના પ્રતાપનગરમાં રહેતા સાધારણ પિતાની પુત્રીએ 1992માં વ્હાઇટ હાઉસ ખાતે તે વખતના પ્રેસિડેન્ટ બિલ ક્લિન્ટન સાથે કામ કર્યું. આ વાત તેમના પિતા માટે જ નહીં પણ આપણા સૌના માટે ગર્વ લેવા જેવી છે.